a world around the sun. Sun shining down, shining bright, lighting our lives. State of the world, man. I mean, it's I don't know. I guess it's hard to really put a finger on it. There's so many things that are not right with the world today. You kind of wonder, like where to start. Where do you start?
Yeah, do the thing. In other words, I know.
Never know when to stop.
Exactly.
In terms of the state of the world and what's going on environmentally, socially, around justice, it feels like there's a small group of people who are benefiting off of a lot of the blood, sweat, and tears of a great many who are suffering and having a hard time and are just barely able to make it.
There's so much wealth and so much affluence and so much power, and there's technology and there's all this knowledge that's out there. You would think that we would actually use that to alleviate poverty and hunger and the disease, but it's almost as though it's like that's not happening, or in my mind it's not happening fast enough. People are they're using technology just to get richer, not to actually solve the problems that the world faces. And so what ends up happening, it seems, is that the rich are just taking care of themselves, and me and mine, as long as we've got what we need, we're fine. The poor, well,
You can come out. Oh,
Up this key.
thank you.
I think a big reason why people aren't living in a more gentle, loving, thoughtful, selfless way, just interpersonal, intercommunity, and global, is fear. I think people are afraid that they're not going to have enough, not enough for me, somebody's out to get me, I have to protect myself, I can't trust anybody around me, fear that my life won't have meaning unless I have more money, and then more, and what they've got.
Well, I think a lot of fear is nurtured, because I think we're born fearless. I think when we're born into this world, we're born fearless. We're not afraid of anything. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing here to be afraid of. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So as you grow, there are fears that nurture within you. So I think in order to get rid of any kind of fears that you have to kind of search deep into that psyche.
That fear extends even past just human beings, but it also is like, where there's fear, there's also often this desire to control and to create safety, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that
Power and control comes out of fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so then it also extends to the earth too, right? It's like I want to control nature. I want to put every kind of stricture and every kind of thing on it so that I can control it, as opposed to trying to be harmonious and just understanding that there are going to be periods where there's going to be a greater yield from nature, and sometimes there's going to be times when there's going to be despair as a result of nature. But there's also the response where you just try to pin nature down and just extract what you want from it and try to treat it like it's a commodity or something.
Yeah.
Sailing through the sea, streaming through our dreams, free, oh, free. Say,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think the earth has enough for everybody, but we have people controlling those resources and making money off of it. And rather than sharing it and saying that it's all ours, the earth belongs to all of us. And our job is to take care of it so that it can continue to provide for us, all of us, what we need.
as for the temptation created us young, and so have I, so have I.
used to be afraid of, honesty, used to be afraid of sort of left-wing communist thinking, environmental people that were going to try and take the world over and then ruin us economically. That was my fear. Because I didn't understand what was going on. And then slowly I began to become one of those people, because as I got to know them, I saw the heart of generosity, care for the world, care for those around them, the goodness of sharing. Doesn't mean we're all going to lose out, but the fear that we have as humans is that, well, if the wrong people get into government, they're going to take all my money away and give it to people that don't deserve it, and then the world's going to go hell in a handbasket, that kind of thing. So it's for me, the answer is relational, getting to know people and being loved yourself, so you can start taking steps of trust.
I was a missionary for a lot of years in my life, and so I had the opportunity to see religion at work in the world, and a lot of suffering in the world right now is caused because of religion, whatever that religion is. And the wars and the fighting that's going on, a lot of killing in the name of God. I do believe in spirituality. There's an answer there in spirituality that will cause us to, or move us to, value each other and value the planet and to govern our lives in a way that is productive and creative and fulfilling and all those things. The problem is that that spirituality all too often gets bogged down in dogma and in whatever, and it becomes a destructive force. And so I guess you're asking about what solutions. I don't know if I have a solution, but I would hope that we would find either, whether it's that evolutionary thing of like the 12th monkey, that we'll reach this quantum level and we'll leap into this greater awareness and sense of compassion and caring and knowledge of the world. Whatever it will get us there, I'm hoping that will happen.
Go back 100 years and women couldn't vote, black people couldn't vote, Native, First Nations people couldn't vote,
Homosexuality was illegal.
There you go. Like so many, like even us being in this room together, if we really were to go back 100 years, is not even something that was fathomable. In a lot of ways, in this context, being so relaxed and having such a rapport where we can sit down, we can work together, we can think together and live together, create families together, This is something that's a really new thing, and so when I look at like the context of that experience, I go like, we've done so much that's good.
I guess the culmination of actually seeing a black president in the United States, like that was something even 5 years ago, like before he was like, I would say 6 years ago, was still sort of like, something on the outside, that'll never happen, kind of thing. So there are some great things that has happened, that you can say, hey, you know what, there's hope for us all here. There's hope for a change. There's hope for a better world.